In this story, we examine the recent uprising over the sky-high prices of fast food, notably McDonald's. People around the globe are protesting, and not just about McDonald's, but most products and services these days, as prices seem to be spiraling out of control. Following a brief narrative on the subject, we will hear the comments from folks that are just plain fed up with price increases.
In a dramatic twist of events, the golden arches of McDonald's are facing a rebellion from its once loyal customers, who are crying foul over soaring prices. As the iconic fast food chain grapples with weaker-than-expected sales, CEO Chris Kempczinski is forced to confront the affordability crisis head-on. With grocery prices remaining relatively stable while dining-out costs surge, lower-income consumers feel the pinch, leading to a decline in their patronage at McDonald's. The chain's strategy of pushing through price hikes has hit a snag, as social media erupts with outrage over the exorbitant cost of a simple hash brown, priced at over $3 in some locations. TikTok becomes a battleground for disgruntled customers, who lament the audacity of a medium French fry costing as much as a filet-o-fish. The viral sensation of overpriced McDonald's meals strikes a chord with consumers across the nation, sparking a widespread outcry against corporate greed. In the face of mounting pressure, Kempczinski hints at a shift in strategy, signaling the potential return of the dollar menu to win back disenchanted customers. As McDonald's scrambles to regain its footing in the marketplace, the stage is set for a showdown between corporate profits and consumer demand. Will the golden arches rise to the occasion, or will they crumble under the weight of public outcry? The battle for affordability at McDonald's has only just begun.
Now let's hear from people on the street. We have the best 66 comments here, but please stop when you have heard enough.
A hash brown costs $2.29 now. It used to be a quick, 2-bite snack, and now it's over $2.50 with tax. Outrageous.
I've cut back on fast food because of the prices. Wendy's still seems reasonable though.
Just a couple of years ago, a Big Mac meal was $6 with the app. Now they're charging $10 for the same thing. That's nearly a 70% increase.
Remember when we could get two can dine for $6.99 with coupons? Those were the days.
The prices are out of control now. It's over $12 for a meal.
I don't understand how inflation is only around 5%. Food prices seem to have gone up by 50%.
I paid $28 for 2 wraps, ice caps, and donuts at Tim Hortons. Definitely not worth it.
I only order takeout from my favorite places that offer reasonable portions and prices.
So short-sighted. Expect those fast food places to go out of business or have their profits tank next year. As disposable income drops, so will their customer base. Time to start eating at home.
The McDonald's near my work in an industrial business area used to always have a big line in the drive-thru. Now it rarely has a lineup.
New owners took over 3 months ago. They will have done 3 price changes in those 3 months as of tomorrow. The owner had a ton of the same restaurants, plus a lot from a different chain, plus some bars. He travels around the world in a cruise ship with a permanent office that he pays rent for to the cruise line. He just bought a jet. And yet, staff aren't allowed OT at all or they are fired.
I have almost entirely stopped all fast food. It is never worth it. The price is now way too much and the food keeps getting worse to boot. Instead, I've changed how I meal plan for the week and try to make meals that make leftovers. The one exception is A&W. My daughter loves it and she's the most picky eater I've ever seen. We get this as a special treat maybe once every other month or so.
2 teen burgers, it was the MS Charity Day, and an onion ring. $25+. No drink. I felt like I was being robbed.
Profits over prosperity, particularly when it comes to publicly traded companies. Making good money isn't enough. It needs to increase or they're worthless. This means that not only do they deal with increased food costs, but they need to increase executive compensation and still record a new high for each quarter, otherwise they're worthless. Milton Friedman turned late-stage capitalism into a speed run.
I'm in Florida right now and McMuffin alone is $4.19 United States cents. Prices are nuts everywhere. It's insane.
A regular bag of chips in a Walmart in Rochester, New York was $5 United States dollars. I don't know how anyone will buy that.
Their profits are up, I hate their price gouging as much as anyone, but unfortunately it's working for them.
I chose not to. I left when I saw the price. I am merely commenting on how ridiculous it is. I agree that fast food prices are insane. With the costs where they are, it's more practical to eat at a sit-down restaurant. And where food prices are at grocery stores, it's sometimes more practical to eat out versus cooking at home. That being said, I don't think $2.49 for a McMuffin in January is correct. I know in January fast food companies lower their prices through promotions due to people's New Year's resolutions.
It's not practical to sit down at a sit-down dinner. I just went to a bar, where they serve pub food. Should be the cheapest type of sit-down dinner. All apps are $17 plus and all meals are $23 plus. A burger and fries at this pub cost $24. $24 burger meal, $3.50 pop, $3.58 taxes, $5.59 for an 18% tip, which is now the lowest amount option they provide for you on the machine, equals $36.37 for a burger, fries, and pop.
Went out for a nice brunch yesterday at a local sit-down restaurant with my family. Cost about $125 with tax and tip. Every time we go out for fast food, the bill comes to about $75. The extra money is more than worth the experience. We just go out less often now, but make sure it's worth it. Sure, we could probably eat for less at fast food by choosing things off the value menu, but to me that kind of defeats the whole purpose. If you want to eat basic, you can get sandwich ingredients from the grocery store. If we are going out for the day but don't want to actually go out to eat, we just pack a lunch from home.
Subway is so expensive it's like a slap in the face. I know prepared food is always a premium, but it's getting wild.
$14 for just a sub no combo or anything was my breaking point. Subway is mid even when it's at its best. So to pay for a mediocre sub that's way too expensive is in no way worth it.
Only ever go there when I have a 2-for-1 coupon, lol.
From what I've seen, prices are up and overall quality has tanked.
We stopped at McDonald's last night to grab dinner, a rare thing we do, and we were shocked that it came to $64 for 2 adults and 3 kids.
You also have to keep an eye on how they enter it into the POS. If you order a coffee and a muffin from McDonald's, they don't give you the combo price. You have to ask for the coffee and muffin combo specifically, when it used to be automatic. 50% of the time a toy or side is missing from Happy Meals, or a drink is charged extra when it's supposed to come with it.
I've noticed it, too. McDonald's will never be a place to spend up for. They can fuck off with their poor quality food and high prices now.
McDonald's is now way overpriced, much better values everywhere else.
Not at all, most places have increased prices. Burger King had a King deal that was $4.99 at the start of the year, it's now $7.50.
I bought 3 orders of onion rings at A&W yesterday for $18 and change. It's insane.
Pita Pit comes out to almost $40 for a lunch for 2 depending in what drink, pita you get.
Subway has also got crazy expensive. I recently paid $20.00 for a salad with chicken. 6-inch subs are like $12.00 and up. I miss 5.00 footlongs.
Everything is more expensive. Where have you been?
I've stopped getting fast food altogether because if it costs the same as a cheap restaurant, then when I need easy takeout I will just do that instead. Fast food chains have lost all their utility, they serve no purpose anymore. People are just using them out of habit, without really thinking.
I noticed at Krabby Joe the salad plate is more shallow and all of the sudden carrot is added to a salad that never had carrots before and less of the cheese topping but same price.
Bought a chub of hamburger for $40 at Costco. Made 16 6-ounces burgers and froze them. About $2.50 a burger, 1 packaged cheese buns from Costco. 12 buns for $8, so about 65 cents each. Add $1 per burger for whatever you want on it. So $4.15 for a fresh big burger with good ingredients made by you. Want an easy way to cook it? In a pan in the oven at 350 for 20 minutes or until the internal temp is at least 150 F. It will rise in temp by up to 10 degrees when taken out of the oven.
Over $30 for a meal for 2 at A&W a couple weeks ago. Insane. McDonald's has skyrocketed too. Keeps you from eating it often though.
And their workers are still paid slave wages and treated like crap. Well, the stores push for more foreign throwaway labor to keep it that way.
Don't buy it, they will bring prices back down. If they increase prices and people keep buying, why wouldn't they keep increasing the price? Supply and demand.
Hopefully people can get off their fast food dopamine. Fast food joints needed their food to be cheap so people would eat it 1 to 2 times per week and keep their fix. Now people are eating it way less and you see more people talking about how bad it tastes since it's no longer a drug-like response in the brain. Cook at home, folks. Get the raw ingredients and cook from as scratch as you can. Better quality and far more nutritious. With the cold weather a few months away, get a crock pot and start cooking low and slow all-day meals. Make some fresh bread and enjoy a high-quality meal with lunch leftovers.
McDonald's used to be the cheap garbage option, now it's only one of those things. I can't afford to eat that trash at those prices. I'll spend a few dollars more and sit down for a decent bite to eat.
Yeah, it's absolutely nuts. For my partner and I, it's maybe around $23.24 if I recall correctly if we get a fast food meal. Hell, for $10 more we could probably just go to a sit-down restaurant where it's actual good food. No alcohol, mind you, but that's just insane to me.
It's dumb how expensive fast food is now. I thought it was supposed to be cheap. I go to McDonald's and the meal I get is almost $20, I think.
I just had this conversation with someone yesterday. I got an Egg McMuffin meal for the first time in years. Something I used to get once a week before COVID. I always get it with a second hash brown, which obviously increases the price, but even still I used to spend somewhere around $7. Yesterday, it cost me $11.
When a large fries from McDonald's is $5, it's fries.
I'll only eat fast food if I have a coupon. The regular prices they charge are insane otherwise.
I went to a diner that wanted $23.99 for a BLT and fries. 3 years ago, that was the cost of an entree at an upscale-ish restaurant. WTF is going on?
McDonald's hash brown is $2.49.
No, it's not just you. So please, quit buying that shit.
Stop buying shit food from them.
Everything had become vastly more expensive in Ontario. Depends where you live though. Drove through Thunder Bay and food was far cheaper. Just insane.
Just like everything else, if you're willing to pay more, they will charge more. If you would pay $20 for a coffee, they'll charge $20 for a coffee. The price hikes have me off of fast food altogether with the exception of food for my kids while away from home. I do fasting regularly so meals can always wait, and it doesn't cost a fortune to feed myself with mediocre food.
Not fast food, but let me tell you about Montana's. Took the family out on Friday. Remember when ribs were full rack and half rack? Well, now they have 3 sizes. Taster, regular, and full. The taster is expensive and only 4 ribs. Regular is like 7 ribs, full is a full rack. They've cut down their portions as well. Everywhere is like this now, finding little ways to nickel and dime you. Anyway, the 5 of us came to $120.
I just paid over $23 for 2 chicken McMuffin BLT meals.
Their entire business model is predicated on getting people hooked on using the service and then slowly boiling the frog until they're actually making money.
I still buy it every once in a while, because I figure given the rise in prices, a lot of these franchises will go out of business, as a lot of them have, and I'll probably never get to experience them again in my lifetime given our collapsing society.
$2.41 and $2.47. That's the price of a Big Mac and a slice of pepperoni pizza from Pizza Pizza when I was in high school.
Place by my school, you used to get 2 slices in a pop for $2.50, and the slices were generous. Like half a medium pizza for 2 generous LMAO.
I noticed they now charge $7.19 for 6-piece nuggets, which is ridiculous. Meanwhile, at Burger King you can get an 8-piece nuggets plus large fries for $4.99. McDonald's is a ripoff.
It's not just you. On Wednesday, I went to Burger King to get their Whopper deal and it was $11 for the 2 burgers with a medium drink. It was $15.50 before the pandemic. You could get 2 Whoppers for $7 and it slowly increased.
To be fair though, then you go to a pub and a burger meal is $24. It's all fucking ridiculous.
Went to Shopper to grab cereal quickly and PC brand cereal was $10.
My car broke down and need a new car. I said I'd never buy new cars. Why would I spend 20 to 30 grand on a new car when I can get the same car, with more features, for 15 grand or less? Well, Now used cars average 36 grand. So, I don't even think I can afford a new car. Financing is now going to 7 years at almost 10% interest. Everything is fucking insane right now. The corporations have gone into hyper-greed mode, and they are basically forcing a recession, with the Bank of Canada interest being at like 10% on top of all the prices skyrocketing. It's like the powers that be want everyone to crash and burn.
As mentioned before, one hash brown from McDonald's for $3 is a crime.
Good for you for listening to this long list. This is actually how people feel. Have a great day.